Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance.
Have you ever dreamed of being discovered? Natalie Portman was eating pizza when a talent scout approached her. Charlize Theron was arguing with a bank teller. Channing Tatum was walking down the street in Miami. Retail stores like H&M, Urban Outfitters, and Starbucks are considered hotspots. You could shop there. You could hang out in Times Square. Maybe you too could be discovered. Or you could talk to Rachael Hartfiel. She is a recruiter with REM South Central in Buffalo, Minnesota, and she is an expert at finding talent. Of course, your vanity shot is more likely to land on the Mentor Network's webpage than Vogue's, but I guarantee you the work will be more rewarding. Rachael's recruiting strategies rival that of any Hollywood scout. She is innovative, nimble, and tireless. Forget cliche lines like "you could be a model." Instead, Rachael and her team hand out "you impress me" business cards to potential employees. Walk-in hiring days and New Talent Tuesdays have expedited the hiring process. Recruitment booths and posters raise awareness and promote REM's mission in the community. Once new employees are hired, they are given one of Rachael's registration binders, which is akin to the REM Bible. It's chock full of information designed to welcome and to educate. And it often comes with reassuring words from Rachael. "You'll love this job," she'll gush. "Don't worry, I'm here for you." She has a passion that is ingrained in her, said Melanie Waltman, REM Area Director and Rachael's nominator. When I see her leading an orientation or teaching a class, she is passionate about what she's doing. She energizes people. Even after orientation, Rachael doesn't give up on her new recruits. They often come to her asking months later for advice. Rachael understands the value of retention efforts. She encourages her colleagues to write thank you notes to outstanding staff, even providing paper and postage. "I love every part of my job," said Rachael. "I love talking to people about what we do and how they are going to be a really good fit for a program." Rachael acknowledges that matching people is a strength of hers. "I know what personality goes well with these programs," she said. It's a strength that comes from working directly with the individuals we serve. In fact, Rachael has not one, but 2 positions with REM. She manages to carve out 10 hours a week as a direct support professional. "I would not be as efficient at recruiting if I weren't connected to the individuals we support," she explained. It's that connection that led Rachael and her husband to bring the Special Olympics to Buffalo, Minnesota. About 5 years ago, she was working with a 19-year-old who told her he had retired from swimming. In reality, he hadn't retired. He simply didn't have the opportunity to swim. That was Rachael's aha moment. "I was an athlete growing up," she said. "Physical activity can boost confidence. I wanted to get the kids moving and grooving." Rachael leveraged her own community connections to build support. She wrote grants, raised money for uniforms and equipment, and scored hard-to-find field time. Today, the Buffalo Stampede is competing in bowling, poly hockey, and softball, and Rachael is right beside them as a coach. She's also active in an organization called Autism Allies, which advocates for people with autism and helps family and caregivers find resources. Rachael has been working with kids on the spectrum since her teen years. I love the challenge, she explained. Kids with autism are typical kids. They just express themselves in atypical ways. And Rachael is uniquely gifted in helping them navigate the minefields that make everyday life difficult. Recruiter, coach, athlete, volunteer. Those are some of the titles that Rachael wears proudly. And now she has a new one, Mom. Wilhelmina Ray was born this past June. No doubt Rachael is tackling parenthood with the same positive energy and enthusiasm she brings to her work. Wilhelmina is one lucky girl. Rachael, for elevating recruitment and retention to an art form with your creativity and drive, for opening your big heart to kids who share your love of sport and competition, and for creating opportunities for them where none existed. I am proud to present you with the Ripple of Hope Award.